You're watching CarTell.tv and I'm Amelia. In this video, I'm reviewing Australia's #1 selling medium SUV, and I have the diesel in the top of the line Akera Trim. So, what makes the CX-5 so popular with us Aussies?
Here's a little nutshell of why we love the CX-5. It offers many trim levels, 3 engines and 2 gearbox options. It packs plenty of the latest tech features. It's remarkably practical without being too big, and it's very cost efficient in its second trim level, which means that most people don't need to climb very high up the trim and pricing ladder for some desirable perks.
So, these are some of the reasons why we already love the CX-5, but I'm still going to give you a full review. So, I'll run through all of the features of the CX-5, which highlight its latest updates, which aim to keep us loving it.
The front is beautiful and remarkably low for an SUV. The grille and headlights look great together, and the lower trim under the grille connects them wonderfully.
The lower part of the car is sculpted and well measured, giving a reassuring look, but not drawing too much attention.
The Akera has some hints that show it is a premium trim level. Proximity unlocking sensor is one of them, as is the power tailgate and 19-inch wheels.
Too big? Probably, but the CX-5 is still a very comfortable car.
Probably the least interesting part is its rear. I mean, it's not ugly, it's just not as refined as the rest of it.
All in all, the design, whilst not changing in this update, remains outstanding. It's both modern and acceptable to larger audiences.
The Akera has 2 powering options, a 2.5-litre SKYACTIV-G petrol and a 2.2-litre SKYACTIV-D diesel.
The latest diesel advancement is a variable geometry turbo, whilst the petrol got a cylinder deactivation tech.
The turbo upgrade brought 11 more kilowatts to the diesel, which now has 140 kilowatts and 450 newton meters of torque. As well as more power, you also get better fuel economy at a very impressive 5.4-litre average.
I also want to mention the cylinder deactivation tech used in the petrol. It's mostly used on high-powered V8 cars to reduce fuel consumption.
However, the CX-5 is already a 4-pot car, so when deactivation kicks in, it runs on only 2 cylinders. Amazing. On average, the petrol version consumes 7.4 litres of fuel, which is great for a 2.5-litre engine in an SUV.
The biggest reason why Mazda CX-5 is so successful is because they listen to their customers. If there was one complaint in the previous model, it was a road and wind noise.
That's been fixed in their petrol model. The latest CX-5 is a refined cruiser, and the 2.5 petrol delivers power smoothly, since it packs SKYACTIV tech without forced induction.
The chassis also feels different. Not that the previous one was bad, but the posture just feels so much better.
Steering is more precise, and cornering in the CX-5 feels more like driving a regular car and not an SUV. A big part of this is a steering weight. I usually don't like too light steering wheels, but too heavy power steering defines a purpose.
I know it's individual, but everyone has that one sweet spot between clear feedback, reassuring weight, precision and comfort in steering.
With so many conflicting sides, it's not easy to find that precise sweet spot.
For me, the CX-5 has it. If anyone wants to make a car just for me, please copy this steering weight and feel. You can call it the Amelia.
The engine has sufficient power and torque, and the 6-speed automatic is a beauty. So smooth and effortless in all occasions.
The 2018 changes for the diesel brought more power, but also more refinement.
The turbo lag is prominent, the engine is quieter and more refined, and that better fuel efficiency is at 5.4 litres per 100 kilometres.
It's a bit noisier than the petrol and not as smooth, but it gives better fuel efficiency and more torque.
The interior was redesigned in 2017. It now offers more space and better materials.
Novelties for the inside include rear vents for rear-facing Archie, which is an improvement coming directly from customer feedback.
Speaking of which, the CX-5 has always been amazing for the front passengers. There was enough room, cool perks, chargers, electric controls, storage spaces. The ones in the rear got seats and windows.
That's not so anymore. There's more room, USB charging ports, door pockets, cup holders. I mean, this is already the best-selling SUV in Australia, and it is sure to keep selling like hotcakes.
Despite the descending roofline towards the back, headroom is fantastic, and legroom is also great.
But despite this extra room, I do want to mention that cars with a baby seat in the rear-facing position do take up a lot of room in the cars with the smaller wheelbase. I mean, you can see how much legroom I have in the front here. It's okay for me, but for people with longer legs, it's going to be a little tight. I mean, let's be fair. Legroom is the least of my worries at the moment.
The premium feel is in the little things. This stitching, for example. It adds so much more to the look and feel.
The same goes for the chrome accents and leather details.
Stepping away from the little things, the seats are covered in soft leather and they are heated.
As a new mum, white leather would be a very brave choice. But let's be fair, no matter what you get, it's going to get dirty. So at least with leather, it's easier to clean. What do you think? Yes.
The sunroof is a great standard feature on the Akera, and the Bose sound system adds to the atmosphere. The head-up display has changed, and instead of this little flippy screen, it's now projected straight onto the glass.
It's a lot better now. Very easy to read and plays so well that it gives all of the info without interfering with visibility.
For 2018, the Akera also got a 360 camera, which is probably the best parking aid available today.
And gives you an aerial view of what surrounds a car. And when you have your most precious cargo in the back, it gives you the ultimate peace of mind.
Speaking of visibility, the 7-inch touchscreen is nice, but still looks a little small.
But all in all, I really like this interior.
The boot has 442 litres, which is close to the top of the class, albeit not leading, and the rear seats split and fold 40-20-40.
Complaints? Apparently Mazda has something against Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. See, Archie's crying for it as well.
The Akera's biggest advantage over all other trim levels lies in its safety features. It has adaptive radar cruise control with stop and go, driver attention alert, lane keep assist and lane departure warning, LED adaptive headlights, AEB, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, smart brake support, traffic sign recognition and much, much more.
We're used to Mazda being safe.
Mazda is a rare breed in the auto world now.
They did not succumb to the petrol downsizing craze, and nor did they jump on the hybrid bandwagon.
They have so much faith in improving the traditional internal combustion engine, and if anyone consistently proves they are able to cope against the turbo and electric crowd, it's Mazda.
They are as good, if not better. They also don't use CVTs, which is a huge plus in my books.
But aside from the tech, Mazda pays a lot of attention to refinement, practicality, and the feeling behind the wheel, and all that in a well-designed, reasonably priced, and reliable package. Prices for the CX-5 start at $28,000 and work their way up to $50,000 for this top-of-the-line Akera.
Sounds perfect, right? Well, the Mazda CX-5 is a prime example of all these things. Thanks for watching CarTell.tv. Now make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of our latest reviews, and a huge thanks to Baby Junction in Adelaide for supplying us with a car seat. Archie, you approve, yeah? Yeah.